Aloha, my fellow humans. What's going on? It's your girl Illumia Noir. And guys, today I'm here to talk about some of these energies, okay? These energies that we have going on. I know it's been a minute. I know I'm coming in, throwing in something a little different, but we're here for it. So, these energies have been very interesting. Now, prior to starting this, I did do some meditating just to kind of see what these energies are. Now, mind you, I do this for the united self. Okay, I recognize and identify that I am all and all is I. Right, so the energy that is going on that impacts each and every being of existence, it's interchangeable, though it may go through many different filters of perception and perspective. The energies are the energies. So, however, it may impact or whatever is drawn and attracted to this video, these are the energies that we have going on. Okay, so initially, like I said, I had done a meditation prior to beginning this, and one of the messages that I had received was brutally. I mean, actually, I actually had it in a very brutal child. There was a young child that was being treated illy. And the message that I received from this is how we are treating the feminine energy. And this does not just apply to feminine physical beings, but the feminine energy within itself. We have, because the energy is very expansive, it's free, it's wild, it's whatever we want it to be, we have allowed this energy to kind of just be like, no, this is the container that you get put in, and you stay there, because these are the rules that apply to you. So this is your box, you stay on there. I mean, and in very brutal ways that we have done this to our feminine energy, to our wild and free energy. Okay. So really, there's a lot of energy surrounding around. We're about to just pop it open, okay, and allow our wildness, our sensuality, our freedom to just fly, because no more. The work that has been going on has been intense, and a lot of this duality, especially since the 111 on my clock, especially since the full moon, especially since the solar eclipse that we had, these balance of the duality of the light and the dark. Okay, and for so long we have kind of placed the darkness over here because everything's good when we can see it, right? So let's just keep shoving things where we don't see it, and that's kind of these energies that have been coming forward more and more, and it's not going to stop. Okay, but let's not lie, it feels good though, doesn't it? It feels good. So being able to take our light, this growth that we have been working on within ourselves, and to really just shine this light on this feminine energy of ourselves and allow ourselves to be united in this wholeness of who we are and what we embody. Okay, lots also of presence, being able to be present within ourselves, also being able to be present not just within ourselves, but within our actions, being aware of what it is we are doing, our awareness and what we're communicating. Okay, lots of energy within the throat chakra, and communication is not just what we say, but it's also what we're taking in, how we listen. Okay, it's not always about a comparison to another person. Okay, a lot of times everything is a reflection, as I said, and it's more than just a reflection, it is an extension. Okay, every single being is of the same fabric. Okay, no matter, if it's the plant nation, the rock nation, the animal nation, what, I don't care about what your culture is. I mean, this whole different human thing is still like a beyond me, because we still need to get to the plants. But anyway, I'll leave that for another day. So when we are dealing with these energies that are coming to, it's not about a comparison. They are us. We are them. Okay? We are just these floating magnets. whatever it is that we're vibrating within our own frequency, that's what's gonna come towards us. That's it. That's it. We're just a floating perspective of magnetization that's going to draw in everything. So being able to, as I've already seen in this reading here, being able to take the responsibility for the energies that we're drawing in. Okay. If something is occurring around us, yeah, if we don't like it, that's because it's somehow, some way, it's coming from within us. Be it of an opposing energy, where, if I'm a toxic giver, I'm going to take in a toxic taker. Okay, same energy, just in a different, just in the opposing. So it's the same frequency. Okay, they're both out of balance. So if whatever, or if it's the same exact thing, maybe in a different area of our life. Okay, so if somebody is talking down to me, maybe I might not be talking down to other people, but maybe I'm talking to myself. Or maybe I'm thinking above other people, or maybe I find myself to be below somebody else, or, whatever it may be. These analogies flow through our entire lives, right? It's multifaceted in these spectrums. So really being able to be present with how we're communicating, what our voice, what are we saying? Okay, what is this that we are expressing through our being? It holds power. Okay, be present within yourself. Be aware of what you're doing. Doesn't have to move fast. Right now, life is all about slowing down, not speeding up. Because for us to speed up, we have to slow down. And what we did as soon as we got technologies, we went right off the charts. Okay, and now society, now existence is like, okay, that was cute, but it's not sustainable. Okay, so now we have to bring it back down so that we come into the flow where we're present within our being, mind, body, soul, and spirit. Okay, and being aware of our consciousness, subconsciousness, unconsciousness, and super consciousness as we are maneuvering in our everyday life. Okay, that awareness is everything. The secret to empowerment is presence. Okay, because when you are present within your own energy, that means all of your energy is here. Okay, from all realms, time, spaces, planes of existence, and dimensions. Presence. Okay, and that presence can be expanded and can be made stronger and empowered through time as we allow it to flow. Okay, but again, this takes the work in allowing ourselves to be present. It starts with just the breath sometimes. It starts with being able to be aware of what it is we're saying, what we're thinking before we say it. Like, really, think before you speak. Think before you think. Okay? Somebody says something, oh, it makes you feel inferior. Why? First of all, why? Acknowledge that you feel inferior, and then acknowledge, why do we feel inferior? Because it's always a me problem. It's never a you problem. All fingers always have to go this way. Because again, if I'm attracting something into my life, it's because that's my vibration, some way, shape, or form. You can't fake energy. Period, point blank. You can't fake it. And you can experiment with it and tell me if I'm wrong. I did it myself for many years that I've experimented with this. Okay. Now, and then also, yes, okay, so how we do our take into the world, okay, with these things that we are attracting, okay, and the things that we are saying, does it align with what we want? Or are we getting the things that we thought we wanted? And does it not feel like what we imagined it to feel? Causing us to have to take a reevaluation of what our true desires are. And our true desires are going to lie within our feminine energy, okay? In that wildness, that beingness, okay? You have this womb that's just wild and free, that has all of this infinite energy that is within it. The masculine is what gives it the direction, okay? So what is this wildness that's in there? How does this chaos want to flow? What does it want to do? What is it that it truly desires? Without thinking of how it, without thinking of somebody else. For so long, all we do is think about how it's going to impact somebody else. Okay, I get it. But let's be real. How does it really impact you? What you want? Okay? Now, don't get me twisted, because I don't want somebody coming up on here and being like, oh, so I want to go murder a bunch of people. Look, come on now. That's really what your heart desires? Because that sounds like what you're really looking for is to heal whatever you got in you. Just saying. That's where healing comes in. Okay. So what else do we have here? Yes. Indulging. Yep. Right. So again, this feminine energy is, and like I said, it is not. It takes two energies. We are made up of two energies, the masculine and the feminine. Okay. It's not about gender. Masculine energy, feminine energy. That is just, it's the yin and the yang. Okay. We could use other words to describe them, but this is the best words that make sense to our mind. 1111A. That makes sense to our conscious mind. Okay. But it's the two parts of our existence. So I'm saying feminine, but yes, it works for masculine. For men, it works for males as well, okay? Because males have feminine and masculine energy. Takes two to create one, okay? So that feminine energy is the representation of sexual energy, okay? Our sexuality, okay? There's a huge emphasis on our sexuality, okay? And the important part of our sexuality is the being that it draws out of us, okay? When we're in our pure sexual, sensual state, that brings up, that evokes another part of us, okay? Like when you think about yourself when you're in that state, okay? Maybe when you're turned on or whatever, there's a different version of you that comes out. A version of you that doesn't care about anything else, right? That is a part of you. That is a wild version of you, okay? And that energy is a form of appreciation if we allow it to be, if we allow ourselves to recognize the appreciation of these things. Now, being able to discover that energy, okay? Fine-tune that energy, connecting with that energy, and being able to push it outward into the different connections and experiences that we encounter within our life. Okay, these are part of these energies to, again, being able to live the life that we so desire. Discovering what it is that we truly desire. Okay, and again, I know that there is so much out there that is saying that there are certain things that's something behind closed doors and doesn't nobody need to talk about it. Why? Everybody feels that way somehow, some way. No? Right. So, answers to desires lie in this energy. No matter how uncomfortable it may be, isn't it uncomfortable to stifle it? To hold it back from us? Because that's what we've been doing, is allowing ourselves to be put in this corner, scrunched up, hidden. I mean, come on, first of all, it's like illegal to be free, right? No. Open up. Spread your wings. What does it feel like? What does it feel like to be free? What is the desire? What do I want? Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be around? What kind of experiences in my truest of form? We've got one life in this vessel. How do I want to experience it? How do I want to live it? At any age, because it's not like it's an age limit. You exist, 1, 2, 3. You exist. Point blank, period. It's in our own hands to decide how we want that to go, how we want it to flow, how we want it to be. Okay? And taking this version of ourselves and merging it with the version of ourselves that we've already been working to formulate. There's so much good stuff there. So now we harmonize it and take that out. Okay? And as we do, now we're getting onto this place of opening up to new reality. Okay. Final message that I had gotten prior to pulling cards is don't be so focused on the plan. Don't get so stuck in needing to plan that things don't happen, because that's what ends up happening. Again, it's that combination of the masculine and the feminine. Things will flow, okay? The wind blows the river, okay? Absolutely, absolutely. But the river's got to flow. It takes both of them, okay? So it's okay to have an idea, to have concepts, but to dwell so much on solidifying that it takes you one out of being present. It's one thing to have the idea, it's one thing to build. But when you verge away from focusing so hard on how something needs to be, that's one, creating an expectation. You're always going to fail. You're always going to get let down. You're going to get frustrated. There has to be an element of flow in there. Now, I'm not saying go all the way flow, okay? Because if you know me, then you know that I'm all over the place, okay? I be flowing, okay? But I'm not saying to go all that way. But there has to be a balance, okay? There has to be the balance between the flow, you know? We don't need too much of either. We need the harmony. Right? Okay. Now, oh, okay. All right. I guess pause doesn't work. Anyway, okay. So, right now, the energies are, we're getting magnetized, okay? Because again, we're being pushed and pulled to where we need to be. So our own personal perception and perspective is being magnetized for us to be able to see what it is that what we desire. So what is occurring is that we're moving towards the end of cycle, okay? And which is this old self that we've been building. And I'll look, if you guys have been with me, then you know, it's been a big shift away from where we were and now to transforming and healing and discovering. And now it's just like that fine tuning of how do we really want to be, right? So all of these things, they're pushing through for this new cycle, okay? I really can't believe that didn't pause for me. So there we go. Don't have expectations. Expect yourself to always be on go. And not necessarily on go, but the flow doesn't stop. Even if you hit pause, it's going to keep playing, okay? Clearly, there's the message. Okay, but yes, a lot is coming towards us for us to be shifting, to close out these old cycles, and again, being very aware of what we are, the reflection of ourselves. Okay. So along with this, we also have, being aware of what we are attracted to. Okay, so there's a lot of like fantastical energies that are around right now, very romanticized. Okay, 128 on my clock. Very like fantastical energies. Very loving, and like you can say it's like brand new love type of energy. In attraction, like, oh, like this just feels really amazing. Highly, 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 like almost all of my cards are like, I got like, are deeming towards a lot of romance, right? So now, okay, now this could be hitting your romantic life. Sure, the energy is the energy, so they'll be hitting in many ways. But romance doesn't necessarily have to hit in the romantic sense. It could also just be being in love with life. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Oh my gosh, I love what I'm creating. Oh my gosh, I love these people that I'm around. Oh my gosh, did you try that restaurant? I mean, whatever it is that just has you feeling, this has my attention and I just want to be here so bad, right? That's the real thing. That's the real thing. And this energy, that's that romantic energy. And, be also aware, if you do constantly frequent, like tarot readings or whatever, where people are talking about, oh, romantic energy coming in. Remember what romantic energy is. Just that part, okay? It's just a love of life, okay? Just that, it's that feeling, it's like, right, doe-eyed, like a little cute, like let me get extra cute today to go out, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, because you're just feeling good. You're just feeling good. So whatever has you feeling like that, be aware of that. Pay attention to what has your attention, because there's messages in there for you, okay? Whether it's something that you're building, now again, allow yourself to flow with it. Whether it's something that you're building, whether it is, a person that is coming towards you, what messages do they have? How do they feel, right? All of these different things, recognize that these are energies that we have within ourselves, okay? These are coming towards us because we embody these energies, okay? That's what makes it so wonderful. And it doesn't have to stop. The only time it stops is when we become reliant on these energies being outside of us. The only reason why it's coming to us is because we have it already inside. So we automatically are going to attract this energy, period, point blank. Okay? He got a call from the son of the soul. But yes, all of these are also going to be showing you, again, more insight. What feels good? What do I desire? What am I calling in? What are these energies that I have inside of me? Okay, I also had here doubt at the bottom of the deck. You can't see that, and it doesn't matter. Trust my word for it. I haven't showed you any other cards. I also had doubt on the other of the deck. Okay, yes, we've all been burned. Yep, we've all been hurt, and we have doubts. We've had doubts. It's in the energy. This is too good to be true. Be present. Stop thinking about the future. Stop thinking about what this could be, blah, 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 blah. You focus on maintaining and balancing what we've already got inside of us. What we've already got inside of us, expanding and growing ourselves, growing this energy inside of ourselves. And that's what's going to continue to perpetuate this energy coming towards us. Maintain our faith in ourselves. Maintain our trust in ourselves. Maintain this inner discovery of self. Maintain being interested in self. Okay? And that expands the connection, because when I'm interested in myself, then I'm interested genuinely in you. Because you are what I am attracting. So by studying you, I'm studying me. It's so beautifully intricate, isn't it? I love that part. These are these energies that are coming in. It's just great energies. Utilize them. Utilize them. Okay? Stepping into this part now of having a different type of wisdom of self. Right. That has this different type of wisdom, that, again, that awareness of self, being able to take this into the body, okay? Being able to be present, that now is wise to, this feels this way, 133. This feels this way, 858. On the 28, hey, all the eights, I'm here for it. I'll share it. Hey, you can't even. 858 on the 28. But being able to understand, how these things are stored in our body, taking these things off, taking the things off, whatever, it doesn't work anymore. If it doesn't work, not just throw it out, but I love it. I love you. Cool. We good. Let's lighten it. Doesn't have to be so heavy. Doesn't always have to be so heavy. Okay. Now let me see what else we got going on here. Through this is going to come. Oof, the stress of like, oh God. Through this is emerging a new version of self. A new version of self that is balanced, harmonized. Ooh, I didn't even realize. Look at that. Look at that. And then this is the, yo. It wasn't until I said balance that I peeped. Okay, that's so funny. But yes, coming into a new version of self that sees you differently, that sees reality differently, that moves differently. And again, like I said, you got to see what it feels like. How does it feel to move, to speak, to be you? And you can't go fast. You gotta go slow. You, even if it's reacting slow, that's okay. Nothing is forced. You don't have to be forced to give an answer super quickly. Take your time. Take your time to respond. Be present in yourself, because what you say, you cannot unsay. What you think, you cannot unthink. Those energies continue on infinitely inward and infinitely outward, creating and creating and creating. Okay? So, taking the time to be like, okay, how does the new me feel about this? Because if you go quick, you're going to jump back into old me. So be present with the new me. What does new me really want right now? How does new me want to feel? How does new me want to be in their body? What is new me? How do we move? This feels good. I want to keep feeling good. Why do I feel good? How do I feel good? Let me just... it feels good to breathe, to be, to sing, to scream, to hum, whatever it is. Whatever it is, let it out. Love it. Be present, because that's all that you've got. That's all you've got. And recognizing that we are part of this ecosystem. We are part of this ecosystem of self that is flowing synergistically, harmoniously, as one feeds into the other, right? Just creating this intertwining. The oxygen that goes into our blood vessels that we breathe in, that nourishes and sends out to the entire body, so that each and every part is feeling nutrients, getting new blood, new oxygen instantly, regenerating, new skin. What? This synergy. It's an ecosystem working harmoniously together. It is a team. Okay? So being able to stand in this new version of self, empowered. Then, to be aware of your surroundings and respect, honor, and trust the fact that I am embodied in our empowered self, in this new being. That is what we are attracting. We don't need to do everything. Again, flow. What is going on around me? I don't need to overwhelm other people. I don't need to nitpick. I don't need to be all up in here. What are we doing? What's this? What is that? Ew. It's like we don't need to be doing all that. Micromanaging, that's the word I was looking for. We don't need to be micromanaging. No, just here, present, doing what we love to do, what we do naturally, living how we want to live. And you know what's going to happen is that we're going to naturally draw in our ecosystem. Whatever it is that our energy is thriving to draw in at that time, that is going to work in harmony, what we need to create, to build, to expand the ecosystem is going to come into us. So what are we going to do with it? Allow ourselves the time and the respect of the others, of others to do what they do without being all over them. Okay? Stay in our own lane, embodied within our own selves. You ever gone into the woods? And you're walking and you see the roots come up over the trail. or the moss on the trees. Each and every one of those beings roaming free, being however they want to be, authentically, liberated completely. And you know what happens? Is everything else is aligned. Everything else adjusts, it adapts. Everything is just out there, however it wants to be. Nobody said, whoa, 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 don't bring your roots over here. Whoa, look, I don't want the green moss on me. That doesn't match. I don't want to do that. No. Give me all the moss that you want. You can expand your roots as far as however far you need to go. Vines growing up on other trees. That's how you grow. That's how you are. That's how you grow. Period. Point blank. I'm adjust. Because I'm doing me all the way. And as long as I'm focused on that, my one job of existence, then everything else is going to flow perfectly fine. As long as I'm doing me and you're doing you, that's the only job that we've got. And taking responsibility for our reality. As I said in the beginning, what we experience outside of us is only our inside. So if we have an issue with it, we got somewhere to go. And if you do need assistance with that, contact. That's what I do. I'll help you. We'll figure it out. Because you are me, I am you. Come on now, love. Working with you is working with me. You know, don't be so afraid to reach out when somebody's extending a hand. Because right now, like I said, there's nothing but love out here. There's nothing but love. I mean, I can't tell. I got Venus. I got 2 Knights of Cups. I got New Moon in Libra. A new romantic cycle begins. I mean, come on. Cups. Oh, I see a rabbit. I haven't even looked at that one yet. Rabbits reproduce a lot. So, with all this love out here, maybe be aware. But that might not even be the message because it's sitting in a stack. Literally. Like it's in a stack. I really don't. I just saw it. Okay. So, right. Other thing. Yes. We've got this 9 energy. Yes. 9's that wisdom. 9 is that completion of a cycle, baby. Okay. But this is not something, we're out of hermit mode. There is internal work to be done, yes, but it is meant to be done on the outside. It's not meant to be done on the inside. And for anybody that does know, I have been on hermit mode, clearly. Like, if you ever watched my channel, like, clearly I disappeared. Yeah, your girl went on hermit mode. And, you know, now I'm, like, pushing myself out of hermit mode. Because clearly that's what we're meant to do, right? We're meant to be doing this work. No longer inside in our house by ourselves on a consistent basis away from society. No. Now we're supposed to integrate the things that we have learned about ourselves out there while interacting with other beings. Real thing. It's a real thing. Experience real life. Real life interactions outside of just ourselves. It's okay, we could do it. Now, like, I literally do have another, but I think this joint's a little bit long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one and I'm going to pop over to the next one. I'm going to cut it. Yeah, I'm going to cut it here. And then I'm going to hop into the next stack. Or maybe I'll do the next stack when I get back because, oh, I see some forgiveness. Oh, we already know. Oh, make the first move, please. Self-forgiveness. You know we got to. I'm all excited. Maybe I should just pause it and do it. Oh my gosh, actually, pause. I do want to actually add in also that by us stepping into this transformation, into this new skin that we are embodying, We're also going to now be able to recognize the control that we have over our reality. Okay? And the control that we have being the weight that we hold. The more weight, the more baggage that we hold on our being, it's stored. That's dense energy. Okay? It's dense. So we lighten it up. Lighten it up. It lightens up 910A. Yes. Living in the reality I desire. Absolutely. Here, I'll share it. See, it's the 910A. Okay. I think that's good. Oh, there we go. Now it dimmed up. Whatever. Y'all saw it. If you saw it, you saw it. But yes. What is the reality that we so desire to be in as we are in it? Envision it, see it, be it. It is now. Not then. It is now. It is now. It is now. Embody that energy inside yourself and it manifests. You create the energy, embodying the energy. Each and every single thing is possible. Only we allow the limits. If we control this reality, if this reality is created of the fabric of self, if self is all and all is self, then what are we doing? We determine our reality. We determine what we got going on. Period. So are we going to allow somebody else to dictate what our life is when this is the reality that we create? This is why, one, it's important to heal, because sometimes we might have the wrong answer because we unhealed. Very unhealed. Also, massive energies, massive messages have been coming to me about application. Stop theorizing. Stop theorizing what it could possibly be. Stop theorizing these things that we're learning about, all this power in which we hold. Stop it. That's great. Embody it. Apply it. And don't always go to the phone to figure out what something is. We have everything is us. We've got it. It's in us. Period. So anything that we need to know in the way that we need to know it, downloads. Each and everything that a phone can do, we are capable of. Again, if this is something you're interested in tapping into, hit your girl up. Okay? Now I'm not fully mastered in it because I need more people to play with so I can fine tune it. But yes, it's real. Okay? But yes, being able to step into the power, understanding that we determine where our wheel is going, what direction we finna go, based off of the baggage that we carry. And stop releasing it and throwing it out, because if you throw it out, it still exists. All is self. So if you throw it out of your vessel, it still exists in the self, in the united self, right? No. We gotta transmute it. Otherwise, that trash is left out there and we all still gotta deal with it. No, we gotta love it and truly accept it with gratitude, wholeheartedly, for what it is. And then put it back, and then we're good. Then we're free. That's how we loosen up, shake up the dense energy. Okay? There's nothing to fear in the dark. Nothing to fear in the dark. Absolutely nothing. Okay. No, you know what? I am gonna leave this here. I will do the other one when I get back, because girl got some stuff to do, because I am so in love with life in every sense of the term. You know why? Because I love myself. And I learned how beautiful self is. And it's helped me to not only attract, but be able to see an even deeper depth of beauty in each and every being. Life it's delicious. It really is. Like, mommy ain't got nothing on this. Okay. There is D'Alessandro's ain't got nothing on this. Okay, if you're from Philly, then you know. Clearly, I am talking about cheese steak. No, guys, I don't eat meat right now, but when I go to Philly, I will. Okay. Guys, oh gosh, please let me know if these energies hit you. If you have some questions for me, you want to talk, you want to grow, you want to expand, whatever it is, because we are building this united self is expanding because we are realizing just how infinite our being is, and now we're playing. Now we're playing. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so please do, you know, you know, if this hits you in any kind of way, let your girl know. Let your girl know. I love to receive. I do. Now, after the work. Stepping into that femininity. All right, guys, as always, I'm sending you my absolute unconditional love. And I hope that whatever moment it is that you are having at this exact point in time, that you feel, ooh, united and embodied in your duality of self. United as one and ready to be out there to transmute and transform your reality into everything it is that you desire. Okay, my love? Mahalo.